Chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never.
It's week 12 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Niners. And it comes your way next.
VA Sports coverage again. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready up.
Throwing first play is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
38.
Lance now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo, dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing his Lance on third down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's Winston.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Uses the still move.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That good for 19 at a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're looking to do anything to break this 10-game losing streak. It has been a tough one for them to swallow. They do have the lead right now and the football 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Lance. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And with that pick 6 a moment ago, they surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here, brand new ball game. 1st and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he powers his way up past the 30. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and I love them when they're 6s.
Winston over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Winston now from the 50. And a little floater there is incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. That's another incomplete to Mitchell. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 10 and a 49 first down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On first down, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. The Niners at 0-10 now on the year. And you kind of have to wonder, CD, where their heads are at with all of the struggles that they've had.
I would agree, and it's a great question because prior to the season, we all looked at this team, and we saw there were holes, and we thought, okay, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be, a tough year for them. But I don't think any one of us expected them to be 0-4 in terms of wins this season. They're going to fight hard now to try and find that one win.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Like certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Niners on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2nd and 7. Now Lance again. It's caught. Mitchell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there for James.
Good strong throwing catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Trying the right side with Mitchell. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down, here's Davis Price. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Gould is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. From the 6. The Saints offense and Jameis Winston heading back out again. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. We'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. He's got the first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Throwing, Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. After the sack on first down, Winston, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
13.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
On play action, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth. attempt number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jameis Winston and the Saints ready to go back again on offense.
And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. And tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, after fun, all right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
From the 24, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
He's got room past the 30. And he's past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 2nd and 9, Lance.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
David Onyemata able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers there for Camaro from a week ago. Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Winston.
This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Kamara up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston now. And this is going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target. 3rd down here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
You know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Here's Winston looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Niners at 0-10 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels, because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run over center with Mitchell, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. A give running right is Mitchell. Stiff-armed him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off of play action, here's Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's 1 catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A give here to Mitchell. Uses the stiff arm. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Here's Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll buy some time right.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
He knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure how important evidence they need than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The Lance going to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Lance finding Kittle, 1st down, San Francisco.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. It's hauled in by Hardy. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Again, it's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. On play action, Lance. Rolling to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
21.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
To throw, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays and stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle. That's caught by McLeod.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Pushes past him, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run along with Mitchell. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Gets past 1 man. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Winston now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, Kamara. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. It's a room to maneuver. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
A give to Michel running right. Down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Michel. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here we go on 4th down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they take a knee. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there, and I know if we go to the postgame.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy.